Weather-wise, we're going to be under clear skies. I'm not dealing with an iPhone right now, like my Android. All right, we are going to continue warming up. Temperatures today were in the 70s, but it still felt pretty nice. Humidity, though, has been higher, and that will continue to rise over the next several days, especially more so early and late this weekend and early next week, and that will start to develop our morning fog potential. Temperatures outside at the moment are in the 60s, so we did peak lower, some mid 70s, and then are quickly cooling down. Now, high temperatures over the rest of the 7-day forecast will stay well above average. We kind of stay just at around our normal high. Well, the next several days we'll be flirting with around 80 degrees, and I do think lower 80s for the end of the weekend and early next week. One of the reasons why we're warming up is we're starting to bring winds back off of the Gulf. That also increases humidity. Now, the dew points at the moment, certainly for southeast Louisiana, I would never describe 50s in our dew points as muggy, but this time of year it kind of has more of a chilly, damp feel, and that has been the case with the humidity. This is going back to 11 a.m. yesterday morning. It has steadily risen ever since, and it looks like our dew points, the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, kind of peaking at the upper 50s level really through the start of the weekend. No big changes till about Saturday. As those dew points start getting into the 60s and potentially even near 70 degrees by mid next week, that is when I think we'll start to see more of the morning fog potential. There may be a few patchy areas in the next couple of mornings, as our model here indicates, maybe a few spots on the North Shore, especially near the water, but not a widespread concern. I think that widespread concern may be more of an issue going into the start of next week. So next few mornings, don't really foresee widespread fog. The coldest of the air has really started to lift up to the north, and there are no signs, at least in the near future, for another deep upper trough that would help to bring in that colder air back down to the Gulf Coast. We stay warm with an upper level ridge, and that really continues through the weekend and into next week. In fact, long range model guidance indicates through November 21st, high likelihood temperatures here will stay above normal. Again, this graphic doesn't mean it's going to be record breaking temperatures or highs in the 80s. It just means high likelihood we stay above our normal high, which is now in the lower 70s. And this looks to remain in place through the lead up to Thanksgiving. Doesn't necessarily mean Thanksgiving will be warm. I'm starting to see some models that maybe we'll see another change in the upper pattern to start bringing back colder air for the end of November, but at least in the build up to Thanksgiving will likely stay above normal. High pressure, in fact, over the next several days will kind of sit just off to our east, which is why our winds remain southerly, but it's not as though we're really tapping into deep Gulf moisture. So yes, our humidity rose a bit, but with the high kind of sitting right near us, I don't think our humidity is going to increase much more over the next several days. That changes, though, as we do start to tap into more Gulf moisture by the end of the weekend and heading into next week. And I think that is going to be our best opportunity to see more of the widespread morning fog. So may see a few upper 40s tomorrow morning on the North Shore, no 30s like we saw this morning, highs mid to upper 70s wrapping up the week, and then lower 80s by the weekend or by Sunday and into early next week.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. We have received a significant update on an active scene in Gertown. Winston Reed will join us live when we come back.